welcome to the Green Hour on WURD at 96.1 FM and also 900 AM on the weekend, sponsored by Celia. I'm your host, Dr. Paul Hopkins, and we're here every Sunday from 3 to 4 p.m. You can also find us online at www.wurdradio.com and in the community. My co-host and health advocate, Bill Morgan, you there?
Yes, sir, buddy. Yes, sir. Right here, man. Yes, sir.
We bring clarity to the conversation about health and environment. We encourage clean living from the inside out. A centerpiece of this is maintaining a healthy lifestyle and getting informed about the connection between good health and what is happening in the world around you. It includes what you consume, what you wear, what products you use on your body, how you clean your home, what you drive, what you purchase, and the decisions you make every day. On the Green Hour, we will focus on how the environment and the people are one. Without further ado, welcome, family. Mike Moore in the house. Mike Moore in the house.
They got me running around today.
Hey, man, everything is well, man. And Bill 1L Morgan, are you there, buddy?
Yeah, man, I'm going.
Bill, you got to show that picture again.
All right, we all in the house, and I hope everyone is doing well. Well, Bill, this is the season to be, you know, this is an unusual season we're going in right now, but we got to try to be, you know, cheerful and knowing that, you know, 2020 is almost out of here.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, wait. I got to get on you about that, right? What I do last week? I said what? I got my snowblower out.
Yes, you did. You did say.
Y'all laughed at me, but dude.
We said, Bill, you said I'm gonna get my snowblower out, and I got my boots, and I said, yeah, it is nice outside. You would do that, and you knew it was coming, didn't you? I hear you. Yes, we should have listened to you, B.
See,
that's right.
That's all right.
But hey, you know, I wanna go straight in because you know how time starts to pull away from us, so we want to go straight in today. And today we got a good show. Yes. You know, this is always our season show that we sort of highlight and spotlight. You know the festivity of the season, and we want to play a little music for y'all today. But also, we want to spot. We tried to do on the Green Hour good things that are happening in the community with the people. So we want to go in and we're going to have a great time today. And we try to get through it as fast as we can. But I want to start off by saying, you know, Big, give us those COVID numbers. We always want to get an update on what's going on with that. Give us the latest update.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As of 27 minutes ago, man, let me pull things together here. As of 27 minutes ago, we've got, here are our numbers, right? Total confirmed worldwide, 76,972,582. That's total confirmed. Our total critical, guys, around the world is only 100, now I'm saying only, but 106,186 total critical. Total deceased, 1,697,066. Here we go. Drum roll, Big Mike. Listen, total recovered. 53,484,944.
Wow.
That's right. That's what's up. That's what's up.
53 million, you said.
Yes, 53,484,944.
Right.
Now listen, I skipped over the total active thing because you know what? I'm believing that we're just gonna get much better, much better. We got that 21 million, the total active folk, but you know what? I'm believing that you know what? We working together as a family, doing and eating the right things to get it right where we need to be.
Yeah. And you know, there's still that lingering cloud that. Whether you get the vaccine or not, then all of a sudden, there's also multiple strains. We talked about a couple of weeks back, I told the family that, there's multiple strains of this COVID. Now they're just coming out with another one saying that one's coming through over in Europe right now. And, hey, we talked about this a long time ago. What is that? Put the current vaccine, if there's another strain coming through, are you going to get protection from that? That's why you can't bank on these vaccines as going to be the only solution to the problem. The real problem is we're going to have to start to build the immune system, do the things, live right, start to get your sunshine, family, eat right, get your rest, do the proper things we talk about here on the Green Hour all the time. And, and that I talk about, going back to holistic health, the principles, universal principles of life. God is having his say right now, and you got to start paying attention. So I want to make sure that we, continue to keep that in mind. But thank you, B. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir,
man.
buddy. Always.
There is also, another story that's on the horizon that came out this week, and that was that the ball, and everyone that knows here on the Green Hour and those that listen to my show on, Saturday or Sunday know that we talk so much about the Negro League Baseball because my father, Gordon Hoppy Hopkins, a lot of players never really got their true, say in the time that they played. And the people didn't know, what their stats were. But this week, we had a breakthrough, B.
All right. Yes, sir, buddy.
Had a breakthrough. And that breakthrough was that Major League Baseball now has considered and now recognized Major League, Negro League stats to be a part of Major League stats. Who we have on the phone with us today, we have the pleasure of having my good friend and our good friend of the Green Hour, Bob Kendricks, president of the Negro League Baseball Museum. Bob, are you on the line?
Yes, sir. How you guys doing?
All right.
Hey, Bob, how you doing there?
Man, you know what? We're hanging.
For those who don't know Bob Kendricks, let's give Bob a hand there, Mike. Just give him a hand.
That's it. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yes.
Bob Kendricks, you have done an excellent job with the Negro League Baseball Museum. And, I pulled you in because I said, Bob, you got to give a commentary on what's going on. So fill us in for those who don't know who you are and tell us a little bit about what's happening this week.
Well, as you mentioned, I am the president of the Negro League Baseball Museum, have been now for a little over 9 years. But, guys, my affiliation with the museum started 27 years ago as a volunteer. So I went from being a volunteer to now trying to lead this great organization that is dedicated to preserving and celebrating the rich history of black baseball in this country and, of course, its profound impact on the social advancement of America. And it's been a labor of love for that entire time. It absolutely has. And I couldn't be more prouder of what took place on Wednesday when Major League Baseball announced that it was officially recognizing the Negro Leagues as just what it was, a major league. And it was so interesting that buried in the annals of American history was this little footnote where a commission in 1969 had blatantly dismissed the Negro Leagues. They had recognized all these other leagues that had virtually no impact on our game, certainly not on Major League Baseball, as being major, and blatantly dismissed the Negro Leagues. Now, most of us had no idea that this even had existed. And someone uncovered this and wrote about it earlier this year, which was my first, inkling that this had even occurred. And it started to pick up momentum with people asking and questioning Major League Baseball, what are you going to do? Are you going to right this wrong? And the groundswell started to continue. And, I have to give Commissioner Manfred all the credit in the world because they didn't have to do anything. And he stood up and did what was right. And let me preface this, guys, because you know how proud your father was as a Negro Leagues player. They didn't need anyone to validate them. They knew how good they were, and they knew how good their league was. But I don't really look at it as validation. I look at it as atonement. I look at it for exactly what it is. It is righting a very egregious wrong. And it takes some wherewithal to step out and say I was wrong. You all know, it's difficult for us to say I'm sorry in a relationship.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Yes. And, Bob, with my father, I was sharing some stories yesterday about, it's definitely, it is a joy to my heart that they're being recognized, but I so wish that they had the ability to see this day, not only just seeing the fact that they're included, but also that happens on 100-year of Negro League baseball, you know, and, you know, I can't think of a time no better than the present that this took place. And again, we thank you so much for all that you do and recognizing they couldn't put a better brother in the front, man. You know,
I know that's right.
You really have the kind words, and you understand the history and all the struggle that goes on. So we really want to thank you, brother.
No, man, it's an honor. It really is, Gordon. It's an honor for me to do this work, to be entrusted with trying to make sure that they're not forgotten. You know, and that's what the Negro Leagues Museum is there, to help people understand what these leagues represented both on and off the field. And quite frankly, guys, it's what it represented off the field that may be even more important than what happened on the field, because, again, we know how good they were. We're talking about some of the best ball players to ever play this game. And please understand, when I say that the Negro Leagues is making impact on Major League Baseball, I mean legitimate impact. Even before integration, Negro League teams were oftentimes renting Major League ballparks, and they were filling up those ballparks. And so the Major League teams were making money off the Negro League. So they're getting a percentage of the gate and likely all of the concession. But here's the ironic twist. The Negro League teams were outdrawing many of those Major League teams. Now, this
yes, they were.
Yes, they were.
The same league that wasn't recognized as major was outdrawing the team that actually played in the stadium. And then when we get to integration, with Jackie's breaking of the color barrier, this opens up this pipeline of amazing talent, young talent that came out of the Negro Leagues and migrated into the Major Leagues and literally changed the course of how that game was played. When you look at what took place from 1947 up until about 1960, Major League Baseball saw the largest influx of talent at any one time in the history of its sport. And by and large, those players were, for the better part, Negro League players. So that's the type of impact that we're talking about, and yet this commission blatantly dismissed that, which we know was obviously racially motivated. And so, it is commendable to acknowledge and then right that wrong. And we'll see how the statistical stuff is applied to this. And the stats, to me, are almost secondary to the fact that you have acknowledged that you were wrong, which means, so much more.
And, Bill, and also, Bob, the one thing that we talk about, we brought the flavor to the game. I was explaining to my son, I said, your granddaddy and what they started doing, they brought the flavor to the game. The curveball, the roundhouse, the drop, the suicide,
I know that's right.
All the good stuff.
That's what's up.
I said that makes the game what it is today. The knuckleball. They already know all this stuff. This is our flavor of the game, as we say, the soul of the game.
Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see how the stats, but not only the stats, some of these other things that had occurred in the Negro Leagues prior to Major League Baseball, like night baseball. So, right now, the Major League books show Cincinnati and the Reds as having started night baseball in 1935, when we know in actuality night baseball was started in 1930 by the Kansas City Monarchs.
There you go.
There you go. That's right. That's right.
Tell them
now. To reflect. So, it was an exciting day for all of us who are involved in promoting and celebrating and trying to protect this history, to see the excitement of the various family members that I've had an opportunity to interact with since Wednesday. They're very proud, and they're proud because of what you said. So many of these legendary athletes have passed on. And this acknowledgement for their family is very meaningful and very significant. And we embrace that and we celebrate that.
Yes. And thank you so much, Bob, again, for joining us. I want you to leave those who want to contact the Negro League Baseball Museum if they want to support the league, because we always say, help continue to keep the legacy going. Bob, could you give us, for those that are listening, the information of how they would go to the website, telephone number, and things? And if they're in the neighborhood of the museum, they may be able to go visit.
If you just happen to be in the neighborhood, come on by and see old Bob. at the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum. But you can find us.
That's what's up.
You can find us on the website at www.nlbm.com. You know, there are all kinds of ways. You can make a donation. You can become a member of the museum. You can shop in our online store. So there are a number of ways in which you can support the effort that we have to keep the legacy of the Negro Leagues alive. There are not very many of these players still with us. And at some point in time, they're all going to be gone, but their legacy should play on. And that's the work that we're doing in Kansas City with the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum. So we would welcome anyone to support this effort.
Thank you so much. And if there's someone who doesn't have access to the internet, what's the telephone number that they can reach?
816-221-1920. And our
1920. I know what that date means.
Yeah, exactly. 1920. And our office hours are 8:30 to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. So feel free to call. My staff will be there anxiously awaiting to assist in any way that we possibly can.
And that's the Midwest, right? That's the Midwest time.
That is Central Time, absolutely.
Central Time. Got it.
Yes, sir, buddy.
Thank you so much, Bob. Let's give Bob Kendricks a welcome hand. Thank you so much, Bob. We appreciate you, man. Thank you for chiming in. And always, you know, you're welcome here on the Green Hour to fill the folks of Philadelphia in on what's going on with Negro League Baseball. And thank you again for your commitment to the legacy of our sport. Thank you so much.
My absolute pleasure, guys. Happy holidays to everyone. And again, thank you for your support.
Take care.
Right. Hey,
all right, guys.
We put him on blast, Dr. P. We put his phone number out there and said, look him up.
Yes, look him up. And if you're in the neighborhood of Kansas City,
all right.
You know, come on and see him. That's that awesome, B. I think that's awesome. You know, my father would be very proud. For those that know, Gordon Hoppy Hopkins, you know, played with Hank Aaron. He was a teammate of Hank Aaron, and also of Jimmy Robinson, who passed this year. We lost Jimmy Robinson this year, who was a good friend of mine. He was the head. He was actually the last of the coaches of the Kansas City Monarchs, and he would always travel every year with us. You know, I would travel with them really all over. You know, to the All-Star games, you know, Major League Baseball always opened up the doors. So I'm so glad that, you know, they finally opened that door and started including their stats. And I look forward to great things with that. So, B, I want to say we got some good stuff, man. What a way to end this this last couple of weeks going into the new year. But you know what? This one's about to bless your heart. Oh, man, I got some stuff, man. I just want to read a letter that I received, okay? And I'm kind of biased with this, of course, because this has a lot to do with me. So I have to say what this is. And I'm just going to read this, and then I'm going to introduce our next guest.
All right.
And this was, they said, Dr. Paul, this year has been a challenging year, to say the least, for our young people having to quickly transition to a new type of learning. Every year, we learn, or we enter a, you know, B101 Christmas choir competition. And we have made the semifinals almost every year with our entries. Now, this year, we were not chosen. What? And the schools that were chosen are all suburb schools, schools from urban areas. I feel like urban schools do not get as much representation as the suburb schools. So we wanted to try to get our messages out, and there because we are proud of our work. So we decided this year to do a medley of different Christmas carols. An evolution of jazzy Christmas tunes. You hear that?
I love that.
From the 30s, swing vibe, all the way to Motown, to hip hop, James Brown, and Snoop Dogg. That's a big gap right there. Man. We ended up splitting the song into two different entries. The one we are going to share with us today is I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. Into Santa Claus Goes Straight to the Ghetto. Now, we did these songs on Soundtrap, which is a cloud-based recording software, much like the GarageBand that you get in Apple and all those things.
Right.
But it was also allows you to collaborate on the cloud with anyone on that software called Soundtrap. Now, all 60-plus students participated, had a hand in helping to create these songs, and we are very proud of the work we accomplished. We are also proud to represent the Black artists in our Christmas carols and always strive to represent the diversity that is our school. That was a letter that was written to me, and that was from who we have on the horn right now, Miss Susan Spencer, who is the director of vocal music and modern band at the Arts Academy of Benjamin Rush. So without further ado, welcome to the Green Hour, Miss Susan Spencer.
Thank you.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm loving that, boy. Yeah,
Miss Spencer, I want to say first of all, my son is one of your students, and he is just adores you.
I love him so much. I will fight to have him next year. I'm going to fail him so that he has to come back next year. That was how much I love him.
So that'll teach you.
I mean, yes, he said so just so he can come back. All right.
He'll come back. I know he will. He's so wonderful, and he's been such a blessing this year to me and to our whole class, just with his creativity and his work ethic. He's just been
wonderful.
Such a help and such a joy. Like, his personality and sense of humor really lightens everybody's moods, even when people don't really want to go to school because it's just turning on the computer. It's the same thing every day,
Yes. And you know what? I want to say so much, we really have to thank you. And Jaron is here. He's sitting here right with me right now. Jaron, and I want to sort of frame this because, I really want to thank you so much because, with this, I'm sure with this new learning style, it has been a challenge for a lot of the students, but also the teachers,
definitely.
getting used to this. Tell us a little bit of how this has affected from your standpoint of the teacher's angle.
Ooh, sure. I'm like, where do I start?
Yes.
It's been really hard, and when we shut down, I can't even, it was so long ago, and it didn't seem like it would be for that long. We only expected it to be about 2 weeks, and it was right before our musical was supposed to come and our spring concert for the seniors, and everything just got shut down, and it was really hard to keep everybody's spirits up. And I tried to do my best just to bring the joy of music. I would go on Instagram live every Thursday night and just take requests and sing for the kids. I go outside when school was down. It was summer, and I was just kind of trying to continue to inspire people. I would sit outside my house and just play music for people walking by, just to kind of enhance the community, since that's something that I really tried to build at Rush, at our school, and something I really missed, and was also just kind of thinking of ways of how I could still bring community and a sense of love for music to next year, when I knew that this year would be mostly virtual, and I would have to create my program on the computer, which for music is not the most ideal.
Yeah. I can imagine it was a big challenge. So tell us about this Soundtrap, software, and how you came up with this idea.
Sure. So I had to last year for graduation. We did a virtual graduation, and every year the vocal students sing "It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday" by Boyz II Men, and this arrangement that I make for them. And I wanted them to still be able to do that, so I kind of redid some research, and I found Soundtrap, which has an educator plan. You do have to pay for it, but you can buy seats for the students, and then they can go in and use their own recording stuff and record right into the program, and then I have access to it. So it's
that's cool.
So it's better than, it's super cool. It's better than, it's not better than GarageBand, but it's something that they can access even on a Chromebook, so they don't need a Mac. Which is awesome. So it has its issues. You can ask Darren, but
Excellent, excellent. So with this software allows each particular student to log in and do their part. Is that correct? Explain how that works a little bit.
Yeah, so it took us some trial and error to get this right, especially for our 25-person a cappella group, which everybody was trying to go on Soundtrap and record their part. Parts were getting deleted, and you know, it's been a learning curve for all of us, and the frustrations have been very high at times. But you know, I just try to remind them, like, you guys are mixing and producing music at ages 16, 17, 18, and we're all learning this together. So you guys are doing a great job. You know, like, don't be frustrated. So everybody gets to go on in their own account, and it opens up this big project if you're all collaborators. And then what you have to do is, like, kind of lay down a bass track. So I would lay down the piano keys for each song, which I did for the 2 songs, and then they went in and recorded their own vocals. They added some sound effects. Jaron added some, I know he added some beatboxing and some sound synth loops. So they got to be really creative with this song. And especially, like, Jaron's been asking to do Santa Claus Goes Straight to the Ghetto since he was a freshman. And every year we laugh at him and we're like, Jaron, you're so silly. And then we listen to it, we're like, this is a bop. Like, we got to do this. Like, we have to do this for Jaron. And everybody agrees. They're like, we have to.
And I tell you, it really worked out well. You know, just putting together a piece like that is amazing, you know, that you have to do all of the input for every child that put online. You know, I know it's a monumental task.
The hardest part was getting kids to go in and do it. Like, I don't know what it was. I think it was just like, you know, they're in this quest to be perfect, and they were, you know, inundated with other work. So it was just hard to get, like, everybody to really be in it, and it was a lot. Like, having that many kids try to collaborate, I was like, probably never doing this again, but I'm very proud of the work that went into it and what our final result became.
Well, you know, Dr. Paul, I'm very, on my end, I'm intrigued about this, you know, being a teacher where I am over here in New Jersey. And this is something that we've been trying to get done. I'm so glad I found Soundtrap through you, Jaron, and your teacher. Hallelujah.
Yes, you can always
it's going to make my job easy.
Oh, heavens. I love helping people. That's my thing. So
that's great.
So, Ms. Spencer, it would be an honor for you to introduce your song to the listening audience of Philadelphia. And absolutely. I want you to just give us an intro, and Mike Moore, our producer, is going to play the track. How about that?
Awesome. I love that. So this is a collaboration of the juniors and senior vocal majors at the Arts Academy at Benjamin Rush. And it is a medley of I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus as recorded by Jackson 5, and Santa Claus Goes Straight to the Ghetto as recorded by James Brown, and then a snippet of the Snoop Dogg Santa Claus Goes Straight to the Ghetto at the very end.
All right, Mike Moore, hit it.
Ho, ho, ho. Dang, shorty, I didn't know you could kiss like that.
So mommy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe. She didn't see me please. No, she didn't. Then said to have a peek. She thought that I was tucked up in my bedroom fast asleep. I saw mommy tickle Santa Claus underneath his beard so snowy white. Oh, what a life it would have been if Daddy had only seen mommy kissing Santa Claus last night.
I'm telling you, I did. I really did see Mommy kissing Santa Claus.
No, you
and
didn't.
I'm gonna tell my dad.
Why?
Then I saw Mommy tickle Santa Claus underneath his beard so snowy white.
Look, if Santa Claus comes to the ghetto, you better be able to get down like James Brown. Just saying.
The Santa Claus, yeah, goes straight to the ghetto. Straight to the ghetto. Pick up your reindeer, and go straight to the ghetto. Straight to the ghetto. Southern Rush are sent you, really? To go straight to the ghetto, yeah.
In every second you find, the kids are gonna let you go.
Favorite songs for John and
John.
favorite dolls for Mary.
Yeah, Mary.
Leave something pretty for Donnie.
Heck yeah.
And don't forget about Gary.
Let's not forget.
Santa Claus, hey, go straight to the ghetto.
We got mothers and show enough show brothers. This has been a ghetto rendition of a James Brown Christmas.
Dang, that's it? Man.
Oh, y'all thought it was over?
Yeah.
The party around the way don't never stop.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
I like to hear.
Santa Claus coming back with a vengeance to all his young black children. You know what I'm saying? Santa Claus, Black Santa, hey, is going straight to the ghetto. Straight to the hood, straight to the hood, yeah.
Back then you woke up to the sound of I saw mommy kissing Santa, made you reminisce on the old-fashioned Christmas days. Gifts, Mr. Fat Man, jolly and joy. Down your chimney with toys for little girls and boys. Pumped up, I jumped up before the sun peeped in and hoped to catch a Santa Claus creeping down my hall. Ran to the windows, put my eyes to the sky to see if I could see the sleigh that parlayed and pushed the fat guy. I sighed. Ain't no sign, but everything under this tree in my house is mine. My bike, that, and this old child will do fine until next year come. I try to see the same thing, they got us brainwashed dumb. And when you find it ain't no Santa, Christmas still means a lot. Cause it's time to get together and give all you got. You heard me? Give all you got. Hey, give all you got.
Santa Claus. Merry Christmas. Come back soon.
Hey! Let's give him a hand, y'all. Let's give him a hand.
Yes, sir. That's what's up. That's what's up, boy.
Makes me laugh
See?
every time. Every time.
Mike
Very
Moore.
good. Very
If
good.
we get some hand claps in there, let's give him a hand. We got to
Yes.
give him a hand. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's right. That were the you tell him, Jared, step in here, Jared. This is Jared. Jared, say something to you, T.
How y'all doing?
Jared.
Miss Spencer, I just want to thank you first and foremost for being the awesome teacher that you are, for, you know, inspiring to be better, to be more than just a vocal major, but to be an artist. And I just thank you from the bottom of my heart for just everything that you do for not only me, but for hundreds upon hundreds of kids. And my love goes out to you. I'm forever grateful for you. And I just thank you for the opportunity to work on this song with you and so many other vocal arts kids. I'm just grateful.
Oh, thank you, Jaron. So sweet. Thank you, Jaron.
And I think
you guys,
Jaron
you
speaks
guys are the
for.
best.
Yes. And, you know, he speaks for so many of the young children that you work. Miss Spencer, you know, your dedication to the arts and the things that you sow into their lives, you know, the keeping of what we say, challenging the children, you know, stern but fair.
Yes.
That's very exactly what they need nowadays, you know, and moving forward in the world going backwards, they need that stern but fair treatment. And he always say, I got to do this right, Dad. I got to do this right. Do this right.
I know. Sometimes I put the fear of God in them. I'm like, shame or fear of God today?
You know, and I go back to the one time that, you know, we first met you and you selected Jared because he came in the room and you said, you can sing? So we thank you as a family and as a listening audience, and also for the other parents that are listening that you have impacted so much. So we thank you so much. And tell us if you want to give just your last words, anything from your heart.
Sure. Thank you so much for having me on today. I thought it was really important. The kids were, of course, a little disappointed about the competition, but I wasn't. because I think like what they did was kind of above and beyond, and it was so creative and original, just like them. And, you know, looking over some of, like, you know, the B101 contest, I don't see a ton of different selections or diversity in either, like, the schools or the music. And it's always more important to me to celebrate the diversity of music and the kids that go to my school than it is to win a contest. So this feels like winning, and I appreciate you having me on and you know, playing our song for everybody, because it's important, and music education saves lives. I know that, and there's so many people that know that, and we just got to get it out there, because especially now during this pandemic, when the kids are by themselves majority of the time, music is what is there for them, along with family and friends and community. So thank you.
Okay, absolutely. And tell them where you're located, where the Arts Academy is located.
We're at 11081 Knights Road, right by the Franklin Mills Mall, or Philadelphia Mall.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep, in Northeast Philly.
Yes. And again, Mike Moore, let's give her a hand. Everyone from the WURD audience and Rush Arts Academy. Thank you so much, Mrs. Spencer. You are absolutely awesome. And we thank you so much for all that you do.
Yes, indeed. All right.
All right. Take care now, and we're gonna keep that song. Bill, we got to put that song out on blast. We want to go viral.
Yes, please. Blast it out.
Some of the work that our children do.
That's right.
Thank you so much, Miss Spencer.
Thank you.
All right, D.
Yeah, buddy.
You know, you got some stuff too, man.
Don't you start no mess. By the time you drop the mic,
Bill
boy.
with the velvet voice.
See,
you know, he's back there. He's like, how you doing there? How you doing? Hey, this is Bill with 1L Morgan. How you doing? And, you know, they say, they come to me all the time and say, Doctor, who is that guy?
See that? You better
Bill
stop.
on 1L Morgan. And, Bill, they don't know that you sing, too.
I hums.
You hums.
How did you?
And so Mike Moore, I think, is going to tune up something. He's going to pull something up that you slid to him, because most people don't know that you can sing, but you shared all this stuff with me, you know. And Bill, you got something for us.
Hey, don't y'all run now.
I hope
don't
Mike
y'all
got
run.
that. He got it ready. Mike's got it ready.
Don't y'all run.
Here is. Well, wait a minute. I'm going to let you introduce your song.
No, man. No. Hey, listen, everybody. This music is the kind of music that you can use to keep the bugs out of the house. Hallelujah. But I listen. I try to hum a little bit in the corner. And I just wanted. This is a great song that I find. It's called "We Are the Reason." I think that's the one of that song. I don't know what I gave Mike, but the reality is that this is the time of year when we celebrate family. And there is someone who went to a tree on our behalf because we be trifling for days. He took the mess for us so that we can be the best we can be for all those that are around us. So, Mike, cue it up and roll. We'll take it from there.
As little children, we would dream of Christmas morn, of all the gifts and toys we knew we'd find. But we never realized a baby born one blessed night gave us the greatest gift of our lives. We were the reason that he gave his life. We were the reason that he suffered and died. To a world that was lost, he gave all he could give to show us the reason to live. As the years went by, we learned all about gifts, the giving of ourselves and trust, and love. On a dark and cloudy day, a man hung crying in the rain because of love, because of love. We were the reason that he gave his life. We were the reason that he suffered and died. To a world that was lost, he gave all he could give to show us the reason to live. I finally found a reason for living. It's in giving every part of my heart to him. In all that I do, every word that I say, I'll be giving my heart just for him, because we are the reason that he gave his life. We are the reason that he suffered and died. To a world that was lost, he gave all he could give to show us the reason to live, the reason to live.
Wow.
You go ahead, man. You go
Boy.
ahead.
Hey, look, I see the buzz going around.
Yes, that was Bill 1L Morgan.
Man.
And what's the name of that song?
It's called
Bill?
We Are the Reason.
We Are the Reason.
Yes.
Hey, Bill, that was awesome,
Yes.
man. You got that voice, man. And, you know, you need to post that so that one go viral also. How about that?
Man,
And-
I'm hiding in the corner.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, usually every year we do this, family. We sort of bring in the songs, you know, of the season. So, as you know, this has been a rough year, y'all. We've really had, you know, 2020 was a year of, we said, the unveiling, you know, and we had to go through a lot of, you know, self-analysis of yourself.
So true.
So,
true.
you know, we really can get caught up in, you know, what is the real purpose of what you're doing things for?
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people change their attitudes towards life itself. Happened this year.
Yes.
So it's always good to have good music like that Bill Morgan over there. Look at him.
Man, you know what? What is so great about this? You know, it gives us an opportunity to really see who family is. You know, when you start going through stuff, you find out who your friends are, who the family is. Because otherwise, all the stuff kind of dusts and goes away, doesn't it?
That's right.
You know?
And then, you know, we also, of course, you know, those that know me, I sing also, and we had my cousin and I, Chuck Phillips, he's listening right now.
That's right.
That he's on. And he actually is, along with, you know, we put together a project a while ago called Magi.
Yes.
We said, you know, let's talk about the real things, you know, about the spiritual aspects of life and how do we address, because we both were from the music industry.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we wanted to make change, but do change in a different way so that it would be encouragement, it would be inspiring. So we formed a group called Magi, which is the concept of, you know, kings, kings. And from that, we put together our version of Silent Night with special guest Larry Holt, who is from our male chorus at the E9, Mighty Male Chorus, you know, at E9. And we put together this track, and it's called Silent Night. And then we did the Temptations version of it. And you can also, we actually put this. I actually, when we first started to do this, we put it out there, and we had it for. There was a group in South Africa that we're going to be doing this year also. That we took all the proceeds from the sales for anything that was downloaded, and it's called Solomon's Haven. And from that, it was children who were abandoned and discouraged for whatever reason, and neglected, and we started sowing into that area. And that was a organization that my cousin Chuck Phillips said, hey, Doc, we got to put towards this. So this is our version of Silent Night. Mike, you can just go ahead and play the version that you have. And this is Silent Night, the Temptations version, Magi.
You actually have to send it to me.
It's on your text. You got it. It's in your text.
Like that. What? What'd you do, man? Come on, Dr. Pete. See that, Darren?
You got it, Mike?
Yeah. Darren,
I don't have it.
Pinch your dad.
Go to commercial, and we can get that for you, Mike.
All right, let's do it. Let's go to commercial.
With Internet Essentials from Comcast for only $9.95 a month, you get more. High-speed home internet service included. Peace of mind with XFi Advanced Security included. Access to millions of XFi Wi-Fi hotspots. That's included too. Internet Essentials from Comcast brings you affordable, high-speed internet to your home for only $9.95 a month. When you're connected, you're ready for anything. Visit InternetEssentials.com for more information. Taxes extra. Restrictions apply. Last year, the Pennsylvania Lottery contributed over $1.2 billion to programs that benefit older Pennsylvanians. Programs like senior centers and hot meals, long-term living services and home care, property tax and rent rebates, transit rides, and much more. To learn more, visit PALottery.com and check out the interactive map to see how the Pennsylvania Lottery benefits older residents in your county. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
Want the latest in Word swag? Check out the shop tab on WordRadio.com. Hoodies, tees, and more in a variety of colors. The shop tab on WordRadio.com. Show the world that you're all about black. Talk media. Monday through Thursday, keep it locked to Word Radio. At 6 a.m., start your day with the Power Hour, hosted by Bishop Dwayne Royster and Reverend Mark Kelly Tyler. At 7, it's Wake Up with Word with Solomon Jones. At 10 a.m., it's Reality Check with Charles Ellison. Then at 1 p.m., it's The Source, hosted by Andrea Lawful Sanders on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, and the Black Women's Leadership Council on Wednesdays. At 4 p.m., it's Evening Words with Nick Taliaferro. Then at 7, it's Save Space with Sincerely Sarita. At 9 p.m., round up your day with Keeping It Real with the Reverend Al Sharpton. Keep your dial locked to Word Radio, 96.1 FM and 900 AM WURD. Streaming live on WordRadio.com and the Word Radio app. Or watch live on Word TV via Facebook and YouTube. Word Radio. Independent Black Media.
What's up, Philly? It's Sincerely Sarita. The school year is underway, but never before has that experience come in so many shapes and sizes. Is the education of your child being left to a smattering of clumsy in-person and virtual instruction? The COVID-19 crisis has created a market for untested virtual teaching models lacking true credibility. Maybe it's time to reconsider and exercise your choice. Maybe it's time to check out Commonwealth Charter Academy. Here are the benefits to your family. 1, an online education provided at no cost to you, complete with laptop, headset, and help with internet access. 2, partnership with the market leader in cyber education with a nearly 20-year track record of world-class learning. And 3, delivery of a safe, reliable, and comfortable education experience over the internet directly to the confines of your living room. Visit ccaeducate.me today and discover the gold standard of cyber education. That's ccaeducate.me.
You're listening to The Green Hour, exclusively on Word Radio, 96.1 FM and 900 AM WURD, Black Talk Media.
Stirring, not even a mouse. In my mind, I want you to be free. To all of my friends, won't you listen to me? say, we wish you a Merry Christmas to all of you. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round your virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heaven, heavenly peace. Hold and rest your mind and sleep. Sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight, glorious streams from heaven above, heavenly hosts sings hallelujah. Christ, the Savior, is born. Oh, yes, He is. Christ, the Savior, is born. What a joyous day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. As I sit around by the fireplace, watching the gleaming tree. If I had one wish in this world, it would be all men be free. Let's all hold hands, and celebrate the Savior's birth. Let's give thanks unto the world. Jesus, tender and mild, and His birth. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heaven, heavenly peace. Just sleep and relax your mind. To all our family and friends, we want y'all to remember this line. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to all of you. And we mean it, yeah. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Magi.
Yay! All right.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Man, too much for me. I can't take it.
Hey, we're absolutely out of time, Big B.
Man.
Thank you so much. We want to thank all those that, Bob Kendricks from the Negro League Baseball Museum.
Right.
We want to thank Miss Susan Spencer from the Arts Academy of Benjamin Rush. And we want to thank that Big B over there with that velvet voice. He giving this song. We want to thank my son, Jared Hopkins, for tuning in also. And we want to thank everyone. We want to wish everyone a very happy and wonderful and prosperous new year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. But also we want to say thank you for all the commitment that you've given us and shown us all throughout the year here on the Green Hour. We want to also thank Michael Ledbetter, Laura Lomax, and our president and CEO, Sarah Lomax-Reese, and the entire Lomax family for allowing us this platform that we can actually be able to show the people some of the things and great things that are going on in the people in our community. So we thank you, family. I want to thank also my cousin, Chuck Phillips. He's listening, and also Larry Holt, for Magi. You can get that. We will post that so that you can actually download that. And again, we're going to sow that information and love to Solomon's Haven, which is a humanitarian organization project that we're working on. So we thank you, family. We love you. If you want to contact me, this is Dr. Paul, 215-779-7355 or 1-877-377 2854. And we thank you. We love y'all. Thank you for all that you, those that called in all the time during the year. We appreciate you. We love you. And if you're breathing, Bill,
you got a shot.
Got a shot.
God bless everybody. All right.